Итак, мы продолжаем. Ой. Так. Раз, два, три. Так, как называется это задание? Зал картографии. Да? Сейчас запишу. Да, что-то там лишка поделал.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But, you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising.
Красиво.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
О, здорово.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock, should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Да,
You and your
помню.
friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Давай взглянем на карту. Давай.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Ну, да,
It looks
пускай будет
familiar.
знакомо.
Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you
Давай
at the
там
tower as soon
встретимся.
as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone.
Хорошо, ладно. Никому не говорить. Я тебя понял. Так, ладно. Па-па-па-па-па-па. Карта мира. Там куда надо телепортироваться? Блядь, задание нет допника пока. Ладно. Должно появиться попозже. А вот и встретиться около. О, задача, мадам. Заморозка. Лопните воздушные шары над станцией Хоксмит. Лопните воздушные шары вокруг поля для квиддича. Так, я получу заморозку. Думаю, имеет смысл сделать заморозку, а потом идти сюжетку долбать. Так. Поле для квиддича. Вот оно. Мне нужно поле призывателя мяч. Так. Давай. Так. Воздушные шарики. Да? Так, ладно. Тогда может... Так, стоп. Во. И как их лопать? Так, а как их лопать-то? Лопните воздушные шары вокруг поля для квиддича. А я на поле. А тут вокруг надо. То есть красный, что ли? Вот. Да, блядь. Или на метле надо лететь? Да. Как оказывается, все просто и понятно. Где там еще? Так, теперь надо...
Revelio.
Ага, они ниже. Так, теперь Хогсмит, да? Так, вокруг Хогсмита, да? Надо. Блять, не то. Хогсмит. Хогсмит. Так, это получается будет где-то... Так, а к Хогсмите летать нельзя. Это значит где-то рядышком. Ладно. Я лучше долечу. Проще будет. Вон они. Да, блять, пролетел. О. Так,
Revelio.
теперь еще одна где-то. Вон она.
Brilliant.
Чудесно. Чудесно, чудесно, чудесно. Книжка забралась. Так.
Confringo.
Now there's a student who knows how to fly.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I
Так,
do.
что у тебя есть?
But, what's a student like yourself doing out?
Just exploring.
Bit of a wanderer, mate. Name's Leah. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like... What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path?
Something to consider.
Aye, let me know if you...
What do you have for sale?
See if there's something you need.
Так, что-то у нас. О, метла можешь взять, да? А, и... стакашки. Но у меня нечего купить. Я могу только продать.
I shall hope to do business
Всё?
with you again.
Фиксим.
It's been a pleasure.
Не просто так.
Pleased to
Просто
see our
продал
masses
бяку.
belonging.
Не нужно. Так.
Revelio.
Нельзя зайти в хату. Так, в эту тоже нельзя.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Why is it moving?
Нет, короче, да? Ладно, тогда хрен с ним, идем в Хогвартс. Выполняем задание, получаем заклинание, значит. Значится... Так, оно получается... Вот здесь вот будет лучше, да? Я так понимаю. Да, наверное, будет вот здесь получше. Не совсем удобно, конечно, карту смотреть. Ну да ладно. Так. Блять, не туда.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Да.
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius.
Glacius, да?
Pay
Glacius,
attention to
ебать.
your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office. Out into the world.
Угу.
There you go. Catching them quickly.
Угу. Так, все. О, допник. Что это такое? Ну-ка. Давай, что это такое у нас сразу под носом? Так, с тобой не разговаривает. А, ясно. О, нет. В таком случае мы тогда в таком случае хуярим матч. Отправьтесь к доске поля призывателя. Кто ищет тебе нового противника для игры в поле призывателя? А, ну давай. Ну я здесь и что? Он походу идет, да? Бля, какое лицо у тебя хуёвое. Угу. Вот он с заданием как раз таки.
What are you doing out here? Challenging? I think it's time.
Да.
Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill.
Хорошо,
I'm
давай.
in. Brilliant. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio.
Угу.
Nothing to it. Accio. That was one for the ages.
Тоже 50 очков. Давай. Покажи. Мастер-класс.
All in the wrist. I'll let you have that one. Accio.
Угу.
Try to beat that.
Мне на самом деле вообще перебивать вообще хуета, блядь.
Not bad. Not bad. Well done.
Мне тебя перебить вообще, блядь. Как два пальца обоссать, блядь, клоун. Вот и все, блядь, пошел нахуй. Победа.
Bit of good luck. That's all.
Тебе просто немного подфартило. Ну да. Дело не
I'm not
везение.
lucky, I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Leander, there's no easy way to say this. Well, actually, there is. You're not cut out for it.
Well, you could have found a harder way to say it. But perhaps you're right. I'll let the others know you're good enough for them.
Вот и все, блядь, иди нахуй, клоун. Так, все, задание. Теперь задание. Так, задание. Сюда. Сюда. Так. Карта мира. Куда мне надо пиздехать? Ебать, мне надо пиздехать. Ну ладно, у меня полетчик там есть. Ура!
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. Enough dumb beasts for everyone. One objective. No!
Accio.
I've taken your life between you and you life.
Захуярен, бля. Обоссаны. Обоссаны и унижены. Так, здесь ничего нету больше. Что-то еще у нас есть? О, монетки. Они мне нужны. Спасибо. Так, все вроде, да? Все. А нет, вот смотри, сундучок пропустил. Ну ладно, на продажу пойдет. Так, полеты. Полетели. Зачистили лагерь. Угу. Over here, блядь.
We're not alone. We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Ну, пойдем.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
I've never seen a sword like...
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis, блядь.
Or, I suppose, the charge right here.
brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough.
Петрикус Тоталус. Это у нас какая? Депульса, акцию, Левиоса. А как Петрикус Тотал сделать? А вот она, столбеней.
Revelio.
Трупу ни к чему. Сундучки. Ну так вот как-то. Как-то так и никак иначе. Тут ничего нету, да? Да. О. А, с той стороны закрыто. Ясно.
Revelio.
Угу.
Revelio.
Угу.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Наверху нет ничего. Так, и что мне делать тогда? Угу. Расследуйте присутствие гоблинов. Ну, я здесь, и что дальше? Ты бы хоть подсказку дал, что ли, блядь? Нужно найти объяснение, почему гоблины здесь. Действительно, почему, блядь? Нельзя забраться туда. Угу. Со спины подходишь и ударяешь квадратиком, ясно?
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Reparo. Reparo.
Нет. Нет, не хочешь? Тоже не хочешь.
Reparo.
Нет, нам обратно надо. Бля. Обыщи башни, все вокруг. Ищи то, что связано с именами. Если найдешь возможность, мы, наконец, получим ключ к достойному будущему для всех гоблинов. Ох, блядь, напугал. Я чуть не обосрался от страха.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is
Бля, я даже испугался на секунду. О, там что-то лежит. Хилка. Хилки — это хорошо.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
Первое испытание.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Repairer. Accio. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Accio.
Я прям чувствую, что это будут мои соперники, я поэтому сразу их уничтожаю, бля. Да бля. Ну вот, блядь. Ничего с этим нельзя сделать, ладно.
These look familiar. More statues.
Confringo.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
мне туда надо, но теперь я хочу посмотреть, что было за теми дверьми. Ах, хуй мне, ясно. Хуй мне на воротник. Все понятно. Надо было... Ну ладно. В следующий раз посмотрю. Ясно, не работает. Вон сундук. Угу.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. To see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio. Revelio.
Так, а тут ничего нету. Просто сияние было это. Ну что это что-то лежит.
this archway.
Revelio.
Don't like the look of this.
Confringo.
И вот все. Да, бля. Ебать. Ты чё, блядь, дурак, что ли, блядь? Ага, блядь. Охуенно придумано, брат. Угу. Охуенно придумано, чувак, блядь. Протага тоже не работает. Да, блядь. Чем мне, блядь, ее уничтожать? А, заморозка, блядь. Охуенно, блядь. Я почти все личинки потратил. Да неужели, блядь?
What a relief. Another pensive.
Нихуя себе, блядь.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. Revelio. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Слушаю тебя, толстый.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
О, осень пришла, заебись. Времена года, блядь, меняются так. Да, у нее что-то с пальто, блядь, не так.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to free... objects or people in mid-air. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
I should ask Sirona at the Three Broomsticks about the goblin she was talking to the day of the troll attack.
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
Хорошо.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have
Да ладно,
completed the
блядь.
tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Блядь, 4 заклинания сразу изучать. Есть возможность. Круто. Еще раз поизучать сразу. Да? Он мне Т-пульс открывал. То есть я мог сразу не тратить деньги, короче, а тупо по сюжетке, короче, получить эти заклинания. Ну да, пошли, короче, мои бабки нахер. О, а вот это надо, блядь, сделать. Алхамора. Алхамора это, блядь, true. Это самое, что, блядь, не наесть нужное, наверное, здесь, блядь. Коллекция. Так, что там было? Исследование. 5% всего изучено. Пиздец, блядь. Внешний вид метлы. Ура! О, тут еще кто-то есть. Так, пока я тогда, наверное, не буду вкачивать. Одно очко оставим. Так, снаряжение. Что у нас тут есть? Так, плащ надо убрать. Ну нахуй, блядь, латы, блядь. Ну, тот самый симпатичный, наверное, такой нейтральный. Ну, нормально. Джентльмен, блядь. Я вот так оставлю. Плащ. Эту фигню я уберу. Чтоб не мешалось. Шляпа. Уберу тоже. Ну, в целом нормально. Ну, так вот пускай будет. И хватит. Что там по инвентарю? О. Так, таланты. Ну, таланты мы смотрели. И думаю, на этом все. Пока что. Потом пойду... Ай, хрен с ним, пойду сделаю задание. А, вот там 65 метров осталось идти. Хотя оббегать не хочу я все это. А у меня и выбора нету. Придется оббегать. Потому что я ни хрена тут не нашел. Алхамору, я хочу Алхамору. Разобраться, как ее качать потом.
Hello again, Mr. Moon. Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, Although... Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was like... In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk.
Ну давай, идем, рассказывай.
Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will. which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form
Rebellion.
of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against the... Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't... In fact, I know of 2 statues right here, and perhaps you could start simply by removing them.
I'd be glad to.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However, will you...
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sensed you're a bit like me when I was your age. And I took advantage of it. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom, and the other in...
Aloha Mora.
Так, а что делать-то надо? Так, используйте, чтобы перемещать до тех пор, пока не активируются обе соответствующие шестеренки, которые открывают замок. Их надо вращать до тех пор, пока нет. Бля, я не понимаю. Ну и хуета, господи. Блять, а поподробнее объяснить нельзя было, блядь, как открывать? О. Блядь, он хоть как-то выстрелилось, что ли?
Hello, Hamura.
Ну и хуета, господи. А нельзя как-то поподробнее объяснять, блядь, как это крутится, вертится, блядь? Бля, я ебал, блядь. Это что за лохомора такая, блядь? Так, в пизду, блядь. Короче, отдыхать пойду. Ладно, всем спасибо, всем пока.